Hi everyone, I'm Judith Wilson, and in today's live, I want to talk about when you should leave your job. If you have a job, when is the right time to leave it and get into a training business for yourself? Now, this is on my radar because just a couple of days ago, I had a call with a lovely lady and this question came up. And so it was fresh in my mind, and I thought that's a good one because chances are a lot of people are asking that question of when is the right time for me to leave employment if you are in employment, because everyone wants to go, I want to feel safe and secure, but I also want time to work on my business, so what should I do? And I have a rule of thumb that I say you should start on your business if, and here's the two questions that you need to ask yourself. You're going to fall into one of two categories. If number one, you have been saving and you've put a little nest egg together for starting your business and it's been something you've wanted to do for ages and you've got that nice kitty there ready for exactly that, then you are someone who can go straight into it and use that kitty for the first few months as you need it to get your business up and running. But for some people who don't have that set aside and don't have that nest egg, then I say work in your job, your employment, until you make the same amount of money for the first time in both your training business and your employment. So, if you start working on your business on the side, and please make sure that there aren't any conflicts of interest and that it's perfectly fine for you to do your own business on the side. And then I would say start getting your ducks in a row. Start thinking about what the business's name's going to be and your tangibles, because you're going to need to get, business cards and a few digital things done, things like that, which take a while. I'm realistic and I'm not, click your fingers, it's all going to miraculously happen in a couple of days. It takes time to get it done. It's your business, so you're pouring your heart and soul into it and you want it to be correct, of course. So I understand that love and attention needs to go into these things that you're putting in. But I have also seen the opposite side where people dilly-dally and spend absolutely ages and ages and ages on perfecting their business card or making sure that a website is absolutely amazing or. And they're just procrastinating instead of getting going. I had one lady, I always tell this story, she took about 9 months to work on her logo. And during that time, she didn't do anything else. She just worked on getting her logo right. Now you can imagine that wasn't about the logo. There was a lot more going on there, insecurities that she didn't want to push through because she was hanging on to making this logo perfect. So there's a balance there, and I totally get that. But if you have the security of a job and you want to work on your business part-time and perhaps in the evenings and over the weekends and things like that, then you start to run training and you may do a day here or a day there and you start to get traction. Then you can either wean down on your job so that you start, if you've got a job that perhaps could then go to 3 days and then down to 2 days and you're doing your business on the side. But for the first time, when you've made a month that you've made the same in your training business as you would have working full time for a month, you're ready. That is a sign when you get that. And you'd be very happy to hear that for some people, it's very, very few days of training to make the same amount of money than they would have made for a full month. So for some people, it's only 2, for some people, it's 3, or maybe just 4 days of training, and you've made the same as you would have been doing full-time work. So I would suggest, if you don't have that nest egg set aside, you work in your business and perhaps the first month you get everything lined up and ready and great, and then you might have an opportunity to do a day of training the next month, or maybe you're really going like a Boeing and get more and you can come to it quicker. Now, how long does it take? How long is a piece of string? I have had trainers who do it amazingly quickly and they're such implementers and they know what they want and they grab the bull by the horns and they make it happen. And it's beautiful to see. And I have others who go far more slowly and more cautiously and take a longer time to get up and running. It really is up to you how fast or slow you want to go. But the record, I was saying in my masterclass, the record is held by Christine, who finished the training on the Sunday evening and had her first booking by Wednesday. So she didn't do the training on the Wednesday. She had the booking for a few weeks' time, but she got the secure booking on the Wednesday. So she's the record, which is pretty cool. So that's what's possible. We're wanting somebody to break the record now. But also I've got the other side where people are a lot slower to get going. But it is possible to do it quickly, and it just depends whether you want the security of the job, whether you need the security of the job financially or not. But that's the goal, to go for in your training business what you would have made working full time. And then you know the signs are all there. There's no looking back as soon as you've done that, because you're going to go from strength to strength from doing that. Okay, so that was answering the question of when should I leave a job to get into my training business, and that's a safe and secure answer, rather than going cold turkey and saying this is it, I've got nothing coming in, but I'm going to go and I'm going to build my business, because you might feel quite a bit of pressure to do that unless you've got support from someone else, family members perhaps, or as I said, a nest egg of some description. Okay, please ask me more questions. I'd love to answer your questions around this topic or other things that you would like me to cover. Hello, Andrew. Thank you for watching. It's great to have you here. If you have questions for me, please do fire away, or other topics that you'd like me to answer in future. I'm always more than happy to do Facebook Lives to answer your questions. Okay, everyone. Great chatting to you.